The Republic of Bashkortostan is an independent state within the Russian Federation and is located about 1,000 miles east of Moscow along the edge of the Ural mountain region. Ufa is the capital city, 1.2 million people, and the epicenter for the new Antioch relationship. This is Peter Zhuk, the regional pastor in Bashkortostan and a vice president of the Russian Baptist Union. He is the primary contact for the California Coalition.
We have 4 million people in the Bashkortostan region, but only 1,000 believers. And this is a very small group. We have 4,000 populated cities and places, but only 20 churches. And this is a catastrophe for us.
Two of the pastors assisting Peter in the Antioch effort are Leonid Markovich and Sergei Loshak. Leonid is a missionary from Ukraine and pastors the House of Prayer Church in Ufa. Sergei is the pastor of a church plant in Ishimbai, a town of 70,000 people located 2 hours south of Ufa. These three men are leaders in the Russian half of the Antioch relationship.
Our purpose in looking at the Russian churches is building up one central church, kind of like the Antioch church that we find in Acts, where they are a central place where different churches from the region can send people to learn how to train up more leaders.
We want to see them equipped for that task and to assist them in that role. The ultimate goal would be just that, effective, healthy churches planted in each city in that region.
Our story begins 2 years into the relationship. Culture, distance, and language have all presented challenges for defining this new effort. 3 Russian pastors have come to California for a visit, which started with a roundtable session.
We had so many American brothers coming over for short-term visits, and they would do an evangelical project and then would leave. There would be no partnership established. But here we see that you have certain goals for a longer period of time, and we see how much you and your people are involved.
That is why the church is critical. That is why building up the church is the issue, so that they will have all the means and expertise to carry out the job. That's what our commitment is to, not just to the in and out.
I think even saying exit strategy, though, the idea behind that is that we don't want this to be something that has no goal or no finish line. We want to see clear goals met.
The Antioch initiative was established 2 years ago, and it doesn't seem like we've gone too far since then. So my desire was that our partnership wouldn't stop in 3, 4, 5 years, but that it would have a continuation. But seeing the pastors and hearing what they have to say, I was relieved, and I think that the partnership will run much longer after the exit will take place.
What is the Antioch Church in Ufa?
We want to help in ways that we can, but we want to do it in a partnership way, where we as American churches are partnering with the churches in Bashkortostan so that we're not telling them what to do so that they make another American church somewhere. Rather, so that we are helping to strengthen the Russian church to be the church God's called it to be, but based upon solid scriptural understanding and solid theology.
And what would a roundtable meeting be without lunch? The coalition is discovering that beyond the roundtable meetings, the visit by the Russian pastors will have a lasting effect on the California churches.
The impact of the Russians being with us has been truly huge. And to see that Christ is very much at work with people groups all over the world has been exciting to see our people get a passion for that and an excitement sparked as a result of them visiting us.
In honor of the visiting pastors, the 7 California churches come together for a special service of praise and worship. Kyler Welch from Slavic Gospel Association and pastors from the Coalition all have a chance to share what is on their hearts.
You can see a little logo on this shirt and the words, Antioch Initiative. It's by my heart. And we're wearing the shirts just to emphasize that we just want the Antioch Initiative to be on your hearts as well.
I think it's rejuvenated the church and its ability to reach out to the Russian people.
I think it's a great deal. I think we got to expand it. We can't let it go. We got to really continue the aid.
As the service winds down, the coalition pastors lay hands on and pray over their counterparts from Ufa.
That you would raise up the funds to build Pastor Sergei's church.
It's a final gesture of love and support before the brothers depart for home.